last night we.
I thought you guys were going power walking.
Yeah, because I told him, when I blew up on him, it really wasn't
What was
over
that
just
about?
a pumpkin.
Yeah, was that last night?
Yeah.
When you were saying group, what were you talking about?
Hold on. I blew up on him last night over the pumpkin thing because I said that I was gonna cook pumpkin pie with it. And then when I walk in the kitchen, he's like cutting it up. And I said, no, Cal, that's me. He said, oh, well, I already talked to the whole group, and the group said that it's okay for me to make pumpkin soup tomorrow.
You talk to shit.
And I said, but see, that's the thing. And I said, Cal, stop saying group. He said, well, I asked the majority. And I said, dude, you can't go to 4 people and say that's the majority, and then just because they say yes, you just, do whatever it is that you want to do. Stop saying group when you kept saying group.
That was the problem we had early on.
And that's what I kept saying. I said, dude, that's the issue. Like, you can't go to 5 people and say you went to the group. Bring it up to the group meeting if it's really something that big, and then everybody hears it. Whether or not, then people say no or not, everybody needs to know. That's an issue that we had when we first got here. And he's like, well, that's one of the issues with the place now. And I feel like when I snapped on him because of what you told me. But then I found out you weren't the only person to tell me. When you told me that, you were the second person to come to me and tell me.
How he was trying to get Bella to leave?
Bella and me.
Yeah.
You were the second person to come and tell me that. And then when I talked to him, I was like, look, dude, I want to apologize for snapping on you about the pumpkin. That was misdirected. But I will tell you, I don't like you. And the reason why I don't like you is because I feel like you're here for self, and you're just like the leader who wants everybody else to do things. And I just talked to him, and at the end of the conversation, he's like, I respect you for coming to talk to me, but I disagree with everything that you said. And I'm like, okay. Well, he thinks that I'm here, my platform here is for the military. He said he believes that 6 months ago, some officer came to me, and I said, correct yourself, because I am an officer. He said, well, one of your buddies came to you 6 months ago, a group of guys, and they said, hey, a TV show. I said, dude, I've been in the Army for 10 years. What do you expect? I'm still in. What do you expect for me to do? Obviously some things are going to carry over. But he's like, well, I just think that you're here on the wrong platform, which is why I was going to vote for you this Saturday. And I was like, okay, cool. But he's like, I want to let you know I filed charges against you with the Tina CC. And I was like, why? He was like, because you blew up on me in the kitchen, and I don't feel like that's right. Isn't that the way you guys' system works? And I was like, not necessarily. He's like, I don't agree with it at all, but I'm just going about it the way that it's supposed to go. If there's a problem amongst people, then aren't you guys supposed to talk it out and then file a report? I said, well, the whole purpose that Mike enforced it was so that we didn't have to go to court if we just talked it out. We didn't want to go through that long, drawn-out thing. He's like, well, I appreciate you coming by. I respect you for it. I truly do. But I still want to file it just, I want to poke holes in the structure. I don't believe in it. I don't agree with it.
So then leave.
He's like, I believe in positive reinforcement. I believe in that love circle. He's like, I don't believe in people having to go out there and work in the ground. I was like, I'm almost certain that the last time that happened, we kind of abolished that idea. We're evolving. He's like, I just don't believe in, telling somebody that they did something wrong. And I don't believe in telling somebody that they have to go and work, or they have to go and cook, or somebody's in charge of everything. I just don't believe in that. And he wants me to go along with it. What he's going to do is he filed with Tina CC against me, and he wants me to file against him for using the pumpkin or for cutting up the logs without the group's permission. And he wants to go to court. And he's like, I want you to go in there the way that you are, the way that you did last time, and represent yourself very well. And then just...
He's trying to play God.
He's like, I want you to poke holes in it. He's like, I want for us to come up with a better way of governing people on their actions.
What do you do with a murderer?
No, I said, well, what is your resolve to this? He says, I don't know. We'll do it as a group.
Oh, here we go.
I said, well, if you don't have a resolve, then why are you doing it? You don't poke a hole in a boat and you don't know how to swim.
Great way to put it.
You just don't. And he's like, well, we'll figure it out when that time comes. I'm like, well, why are you getting started with this now? I feel like you came here, you didn't agree with what we had already established, and now you're trying to abolish it. But it's like, dude, you came here 4 weeks ago, today. You've only been here for 4 weeks. The rest of us have been here for 9, and we busted our ass to get to this point. Why are you trying to destroy it? He's like, I just don't agree with it. I think you guys are going the wrong way, and there's a better way to go.
So leave.
I'm just like, wow. He's like, he told me, he's like, I'm not the only person who thinks that you should leave.
Yeah,
like-
Nikki does too. Big
said-
surprise.
He said he's been feeling impoverished every time we eat dinner when I cooked. And I said, impoverished? So you weren't here month 1 or like week 1 and week 2, week 3 when we didn't have shit to eat. He was like, oh,
What
I
time
was
did
here.
you guys eat today? 10 o'clock?
Yeah. Thanks. He said I was here during